Hello, my name is Grant Fritchie. I work for Redgate Software. Today I want to talk to you about when things go wrong. Now, our products are great. I've been using them for over 20 years and I'm in love with them. I've never had problems with them, not really, but stuff can go wrong. Things can go south. It does happen. So when that happens, you're probably going to want to have some kind of a log as to what happened, what went wrong, and a way to track that down. And the good news is we've built logging into our tools. Now to start with, if you were, say, doing an install of tools, so like I need to upgrade a few of my tools here, I've been behind on making sure I've got the upgrades in place. If I had a problem during the install, I might need to report that back to the company so I could get some help. And the way we do that is pretty easy. If you click right up here, you'll see that we've got a number of menu choices. You can open up a log file. You can see the log files that are open. You can enable verbose logging so you get better logging in order to see more information as to what's going on in the install process. And if you were to hit an issue and you were to get in touch with support, you can open up this temporary folder and it has all of the temporary information and the logs of the install that you're doing currently. And this is all for right now. You'll notice the date and the time all match, and that's because it's the moment that I'm doing the install right now. And that would allow us to zip all this up and email it into support or post it through a support ticket, and you would then be able to get some more help and get those tools installed so they can, start doing all the great things that you need done. Now, you may also hit problems with the tools themselves. Now, not most of the time. Most of the time they're just going to work. They're going to work great. But, stuff does happen. In that event, what we've got is two different locations for logs. Now, the first location is your app data, which is a hidden folder inside your user. So whatever user account you're on, in my case, Grant, and then app data is a hidden folder. All you have to do is type it in, app data, and there's also a wildcard you can use inside of Windows to get there. Either way, you go there, you will see local, there's a local folder, a Redgate folder, and then a logs folder. And then in the logs folder, you can see all the stuff inside here. So if we were to take a look, say, at prompt, and I had it open yesterday, and when I opened it, there were no issues, of course. It's running great, but we do track behavior. So you can see what's going on, see how things are working, and the way it behaves. And, it's all behaving fine, of course, but if there were things wrong, you would see it there. So it's a great way to track it down per app. Also, we have a shared client for a lot of our tools. You'll notice there's a real, the simple interface that we use is very common across a lot of the tools, and that's intentional. And that means that we've got a second log, and that's located in the program data. In that log, you can see if there's any kind of issues. Now, in this case, I've got a warning that says I haven't updated my client recently, and that's because I haven't updated my client recently. So I'm going to have to get on that and take care of those things. But you can see that our tools are chugging along, and you've got the logs. Now, if you do hit a problem, I just want to point out there are a couple of locations on the web that can walk you through the same thing that I'm walking you through. So, for example, locating the log files, there's a nice description right here, and it will show you how to get debugging turned on and how to zip up everything and send it in so that we can get the information to help you out and get your tools running again. Also, there's a second log location here, and it shows you all the information for tracking down the logs for each individual tool. So if you wanted to look, say, at whatever SQL Clone's doing, you can see how to get those logs here, and it will show you how to go do them. Now, some of our other tools have got some very special logging, and I'm going to show you in other videos how to deal with the special logs in those tools. But other than that, this covers pretty much most of the tools, most of the standard desktop tools certainly, and you can get the tools and the logs out this way. And if ever you hit a problem, now you know what to do and how to resolve it. Chances are you won't hit a problem. Chances are very high you'll never have to use this information. But if you need it, we want to make sure you can get it. And heck, if you even just want to look in and see how things are behaving and how the tools are working, you can open up the logs and take a look. That's it for today. My name is Grant Fritchie. I work for Redgate Software.